All right,
Hello.
people, what's happening?
Welcome to another episode of Me, Him, and Football. Football, but from a couple's perspective. I'm Linda, I'm his wife.
I'm Carl. I'm her husband.
Now, this is a very special episode because we're currently in Thailand on a birthday trip that he is taking me to. But we said we can't forget about you guys, right? We said there's football to talk about. So here we
No
are.
days off,
No
no
days
slacking.
off, period. So whether you are an expert like him, a real football fan, and you know everything that's going on,
I don't know if I'm an expert, but I'm keeping up with what's going on. I see all the goals being scored, all the headlines that are being made. So we're keeping amongst everything.
he's an expert. So whether you are an expert like him or you're someone like me who doesn't really know what's going on and you're trying to get into it, this is the podcast for you. On today's episode, we are going to be recapping what's been happening in the week. There's been Champion League bits as well. We are going to be spotlighting the biggest match. We are going to be letting you know what you missed in the world of football, maybe a little bit of gossip, and you, me, us will be learning something new. There's going to be a quiz, and my favorite part, couple v the league, the predictions. I'm clawing my way back. But can he extend it further this week?
Stay tuned to find out. So for the Premier League weekly roundup, we began with a big London derby, Tottenham versus Chelsea. Chelsea, they always seem to have it over Tottenham,
Yeah.
and this was no different. João Pedro got the winner. He hadn't even had a shot in about 4 matches, but he could have had a hat trick in this game. Tottenham, they had Mickey van der Ven, their defender, and Jed Spence, in fact, another defender. They walked off pitch at full time. Their manager, Thomas Frank, went to acknowledge them, greet them. They just kind of yeah.
What's going on over there then?
Yeah. So all didn't look to be too well in the camp, but he downplayed it. He's quite good. He's quite a diplomat, Frank. He downplayed it in the post match presses and stuff, and things seem to be all right. But yeah, not a good look for Tottenham. They've been struggling at home. Their away form seems to be better than their home form. So yeah, they've got a little bit to think about there. Nottingham Forest 2, Manchester United 2.
If I speak, they will say I spoke.
I mean, it's a big opportunity missed for United.
Do you know what it is? Because I didn't give him a warning last week, did I? Or did I?
No, you did. But it is 4 games unbeaten for them.
Okay.
It was Sean Dyche's first match in charge for Nottingham Forest. And he's known for being a defensive manager and making it difficult. But United were 1-0 up, and then Nottingham Forest came back to go 2-1 ahead, and then United clawed it back through a wicked Amad Diallo volley. But yeah, Nottingham Forest has been like one of the donkeys of the division.
Yeah.
So that's a
Drawing
match.
with a donkey.
Yeah, that's a match you really want to be winning. But United are, I think, 6th and so only is it 1 or 2 points off second place. So all is not. It's not a disaster. A team that is doing well. A team right at the top.
Arsenal.
Another win. Another clean sheet.
Yeah.
Burnley 0, Arsenal 2. Yeah.
Arsenal came with a vengeance this year. Wow.
Yeah. It's if any of you don't like Arsenal, any of you Tottenham fans, any of you older Man United fans,
close your eyes and
Chelsea
bury your
fans, I think you just have to start preparing yourself for the inevitable. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then Man City 3, Bournemouth 1, Erling Haaland another 2 goals.
Wow, man.
The robot. In fact, so everyone calls him the robot, right?
Yeah.
So after his first goal, what did he do?
But that's not his dance. That's Peter Crouch's dance.
Yeah, but Peter Crouch was never called the robot. He just made the robot
a dance
in football.
Okay.
But the robot was actually doing the robot. So yeah, Erling Haaland, he's now got 13 Premier League goals in 10 games. He's just
unstoppable.
Out on his own.
Yeah.
And in the Champions League this week, once again, none of the English clubs lost. In fact, the only English team to not win in the Champions League was Chelsea, who drew 2-2 with Karabag. But everyone else, Arsenal 3-0 away to Slavia Prague. Man City beat Borussia Dortmund 4-1. Liverpool beat Real Madrid at home. Return of Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Okay.
There's a Faces mural before the match.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And he embraced the players after the match, but some of them warmer than others,
Of course.
you know, but that's how it goes. What is a football team without the men in charge that lead it, the managers?
Mm-hmm.
And Linda is going to learn about some of the best Premier League managers of all time.
I know Arsene Wenger. I know Sven-Goran Eriksson. I know.
Rest in peace, Sven.
Oh, rest in
But
peace, man.
his reputation wasn't really in the
Okay, in that
Premier
case,
League.
let me let you continue. You
No,
teach me.
you started off well.
Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex Ferguson.
There you go.
Pep Guardiola.
Okay.
And that's really as much as I can go for.
All right. So yeah, we'll take you from the beginning through the eras of the best Premier League managers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll start off with Sir Alex Ferguson. He's the reference point for the Premier League. Won more Premier League titles than anyone else.
Wow.
He had about 3 or 4 Manchester United sides that were dominant. There was a period where if a couple of results had gone differently, he could have had 7 Premier Leagues in a row. He still, actually, Pepper's done it, won 3 Premier League titles in a row.
Back to back, yeah.
But Fergie's done it twice.
Okay.
So, he's just, possibly the greatest manager of all time, any league.
Really?
Very dominant, just a force of nature, personality, but also he had the ability to adapt and reinvent.
And players respected him apart from that bust-up he had with David Beckham.
Yeah, but he had bust-ups with lots of players.
Oh,
I mean, that's part of the course of being a manager.
Okay.
So he's the reference point, but probably the second one, Arsene Wenger.
Yeah.
So Arsene Wenger, he took over Arsenal in, I believe it was November 96. And English football, prior to his arrival, was, I guess, considered quite primitive in its approach. Players had burger and chips and, drinking and whatnot.
Oh.
He come into Arsenal, all of that's gone. He wouldn't even allow tomato ketchup in the building.
Well, ketchup is very sugary.
Exactly, yeah. He's credited with kind of introducing the importance of nutrition and recovery, all these kind of like modern techniques that teams benefited from. And his Arsenal team came and, put a big fright on United for years because...
I used to think that Arsenal were named after Arsene Wenger.
I mean, it was fate, isn't it? That, Arsene Wenger, with a name so similar to Arsenal, would then come and revolutionise the club.
Yeah.
So those two probably cover like the era of the 90s to the early 2000s.
Okay.
Then the early 2000s, a special one comes along.
Yes, his name is... Can't remember.
You know it.
I do know, but my brain's my brain. Listen, I'm in Thailand. My brain cannot think. What's it begin with?
J.
Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho.
That's right. So Jose Mourinho comes to Chelsea in 2004, wins back-to-back titles. So for the previous, I think it had been 7 years, it had been Arsene Wenger or Sir Alex Ferguson winning the title. Okay. Now you've got this new upstart, Jose Mourinho. He comes in and he's the Don Dada.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So he stamps his authority down. Then you have other managers like Rafael Benitez. Never won the Premier League, but he did win the Champions League with Liverpool. Okay. But he was a big rival for Fergie for a while. Okay. And you also have other managers like Bobby Robson at Newcastle. He's very important. Kevin Keegan almost won the title with Newcastle in 95-96. Okay. Playing like fantastic, entertaining football, scoring loads of goals. And there was a famous quote, which I don't know if you've come across, maybe you didn't, but he had basically a meltdown in a post-match interview where he said, "I would love it if we beat Man United. I'd love it if we beat them, love it." And it's like one of the most famous Premier League moments ever because Manchester United were catching Newcastle, and Sir Alex Ferguson had insinuated that certain teams tried more against Manchester United than Newcastle. I think it might have been Leeds. And then, Kevin Keegan come out with this emotional, I'd love it if we beat them, love it.
Did he beat them?
He did not beat them.
I'm sorry then.
But, so those are some of the names, but then we come up to the present day.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola essentially almost became kind of like the new Fergie. Okay. Although there are question marks over that because Manchester City are undergoing a trial for infringing financial rules, which we are waiting the verdict of still, but yeah. But until all of that is proven, Pep Guardiola is the second most successful Premier League manager after Sir Alex Ferguson. There's also Jurgen Klopp, who came and he only won one Premier League title, but he was the only rival to Manchester City for years. So those are some of the big names that have lit up Premier League history. Also, shout out to people like Harry Redknapp. Harry Redknapp and probably David Moyes. I think David Moyes.
Oh gosh, they got Moyes out, innit?
Man United got Moyes out years ago, but Moyes is back in. He's in charge of Everton at the moment.
Oh gosh,
they're not doing too badly either. So, and I actually think he might have been in charge for the third most amount of Premier League games after Fergie and Wenger. So he's not doing too bad. So yeah, those for those of you learning, now you can say some names
and I can
confidently.
drop some names.
Right, Linda. Name me 5 countries to have won the World Cup.
Argentina, Brazil, France, Italy, Germany.
Wow.
Bop! Did I stutter?
We started her off easy. Name me 5 teams to have won the Champions League.
Real Madrid, PSG, Tottenham,
Absolutely not.
Man United,
Correct.
Arsenal,
Huh?
Man City,
Yes.
Chelsea.
Yes.
I said, did I stutter?
All right. And this one might seem like it's going to be easy, but I think it's going to be more difficult.
Okay.
Name me 5 teams to have won the Premier League.
That's easy. Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Leicester, Chelsea. Thailand's good for my brain, can I say? A week is a long time in the world of football. And even though we've been in Thailand, we've been keeping our eyes and our ears to the streets. Have you seen a thing about the player Destiny Udogie? Udogie?
Yeah.
He was threatened with a gun.
Yeah.
And allegedly it was a Premier League manager who did it, wasn't it? No?
That would be some story. I mean, it's not funny. It's not funny, but no. It was an agent.
An agent, that's it. Yeah, it was an agent that did it.
So don't know if it was his agent or
they haven't released the name of the agent yet, have they?
No. I mean, investigations are undergoing, so I don't know if they're going to release the name yet. But yeah,
it was in West End.
London? It was somewhere in London, and just a weird story. I mean, what could that be about?
And that's the thing. When I saw it, what I didn't understand is, was this agent trying to get them to move teams, or was there a little bit of, what was the circumstances? And it's such a vague story as well. All the reports of it, there are no real details, but his club are supporting him.
Absolutely, yeah. As you'd hope they would, because I mean, he threatened, because he's Italian by nationality.
Yeah.
So he's only been here, a couple of years. And to have something kind of like traumatic like that happen, you'd hope the club would be supporting him. On to other news. Don't know if you know about Joey Barton.
Yeah, I think he's a bit racist, or is it his brother?
He's everything.
Yeah.
He's just
I've seen him say some
bit
stuff
of a scumbag, to
be
honest.
Yeah.
And he's been in court this week because he's made a number of comments about female pundits. And
yes, there's a black female pundit.
Eni Aluko.
Yeah. So,
he goes online. I think he's got like 2.7 million followers on Twitter. And obviously that platform, you know who runs that.
Yeah, anything goes.
So, he's just kind of basically been abusive over a period of time towards like Eni Aluko, Lucy Ward, even Jeremy Vine, the broadcaster.
No way.
Called him a nonce. Suggested that Eni Aluko and Lucy Ward are like Fred and Rose West, who are serial killers in the UK. He's a bit unhinged. Yeah.
But this is the scary thing about having online platforms, because someone like him shouldn't be allowed to have a platform. I feel like there needs to be some kind of a mental evaluation when it comes to being able to have platforms where you're just spewing hate and spewing nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, the trial continues, and we'll see what happens. But what a scumbag. More bad behaviour from a current footballer.
Yes, I saw this.
Chelsea's Wesley Fofana. Now, this guy he pleaded guilty to dangerous driving and has to do 300 hours of unpaid community service. Apparently,
he was smirking when he was leaving the court or something like that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. There was a picture of him. I looked like he was smirking. He was driving really I don't know what speed he was going, but he was driving dangerously on a motorway.
I mean, this is a guy who he was already serving a 2-year ban from driving for 8 speeding offences.
8?
Yeah. Yep. He already had 47 points on his driving license before this trial. I don't even know how you get 47 licenses because
47
in
points.
the UK, 47 points, sorry. Because in the UK, you get banned if you get 12 points.
Yeah.
So,
that's ridiculous. And you know what it is? If you like to drive that at that speed, okay, you've got enough money to funnel it into, race courses and a proper outlet where no one's going to be endangered, or where no one's going to be in danger, should I say. So why you're just doing it recklessly, it's terrible.
I mean, the problem is young men, as we've seen with Gets recently, young men with, this kind of idea that driving fast is cool, and especially with these high-powered cars, anything could happen, and fatal accidents can happen. So let's hope he learns from that, Wesley Fofana. And the final bit of news, a little bit more light-hearted. Well, we'll see if it's a bit more light-hearted.
Okay.
So in December, we're gonna have the World Cup draw.
Yeah.
And FIFA are going to award the inaugural FIFA Peace Prize.
Yeah.
So
what is the FIFA Peace Prize, by the way?
It's for people who or individuals, who have helped to unite people all over the world in peace.
Okay.
Now, do you know who Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president, is very close with?
Not Trump.
So word on the street is it may be Trump who's...
this is...
I mean, this is just speculation and opinion, but it's the World Cup draw. Where's the World Cup being held?
In America.
So you put 2 and 2 together.
Does 2 and 2 equal ice? Because that's what Trump's America has been running rampant with.
Big match this weekend. I seem to say that every weekend, but this is probably the match that has defined the recent generation of the Premier League.
Go on.
Man City versus Liverpool.
Okay.
So, Man City, they're starting to have a little resurgence.
Yeah.
Erling Haaland, we're always talking about this guy, he's top scorer in the Premier League. Man City currently lying in second.
Mm-hmm.
So they're the closest challengers to Arsenal at the moment. They're just a point ahead of Liverpool, who, despite the fact that they had a number of losses, are in third. So whoever emerges victorious here, if there is a victor, is probably going to be the chief rival to Arsenal. And they're going to be looking to chase Arsenal down.
Okay.
So, I mean, Erling Haaland versus Mo Salah. That's normally how you'd bill it in recent years, but Mo Salah is a bit off the pace.
Yeah, he hasn't. I know he scored last week in a game.
Yeah, in fact, he's scored in his last 2 Premier League games.
Okay, that's good for him. But I feel like Liverpool, right now, if they had faced Man City maybe a month or 2 ago, when I feel like they had like the momentum, I'd be backing them. But now, I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually a tough one to call still, because Man City, that, like I say, they had a big win in midweek against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. So they're starting to score goals. They've got people coming back from injury as well. People like Ryan Cherky, who could be one of the stars of the Premier League if he can stay fit, because he's just unbelievable with both feet, skill, vision, ability to play a pass. So if he can link up with Haaland, that's a very dangerous combination. But Liverpool have, we know they've got a collection of players, and they won the Premier League last week, and they won the Champions League.
Last year?
No, as in this week.
They won?
Yeah.
The Premier League?
No, they beat Real Madrid.
Oh, I thought you said they won the Premier League last week.
So they've won their last 2 matches.
Okay.
In different competitions.
Okay.
So they're going to go to Manchester feeling a bit more confident than they would have been a few matches ago.
Okay.
And Pep Guardiola versus Arne Slot. 2 guys who've won the Premier League. Arne Slot, last season was his first season for Liverpool. He took over from Jurgen Klopp, won the Premier League straight away. So it's got all the ingredients to be a top match.
Do you think it's going to be a lot of goals?
You know what? Traditionally, there has been a lot of goals between Man City and Liverpool. So, and I don't think either side's defense is necessarily the strongest
Okay.
this year. So
Okay.
it could be a number of goals.
I hope you guys are actually playing along with us with this couples with the league, because these predictions, you don't have to be an expert to do this. And I'm not doing too badly because I'm picking on vibes.
Yeah, you're
But,
not doing too badly, to be
right?
fair.
Six
I'll give you
11,
that.
not bad, right? So yeah, I hope you played along with us. But okay, last week, give me the predictions. Also, you guys might be hearing some splashes. Just know that when this episode is finished, we are also going to go splash in the pool.
Straight in that pool.
Straight.
All right. Brighton v Leeds.
Yes.
It's 3-0 to Brighton.
No one got that right.
No. What about Burnley at home to Arsenal? 2-0 Arsenal.
As in Arsenal 2, Burnley 0.
Correct.
Bop! Another one to me.
Oh, she's closing
Come on.
in.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, what about Crystal Palace 2, Brentford 0?
Nah, I said 1. Go on.
Fulham 3, Wolves 0?
Nope.
Nah, no one predicted that big win for Fulham. No one predicted this either. Nottingham Forest 2, Man United 2.
No.
Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1.
No.
Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 0.
No.
Another upset here, West Ham 3, Newcastle 1.
No.
How about Man City 3, Bournemouth 1?
No.
Oh, and finally, Sunderland 1, Everton 1.
No.
Ooh, I'm on a bit of a blank streak, aren't I?
Wow.
Past couple of weeks.
Yeah, no. Let me just put
Still
Linda
comfortably in the league.
7, Carl 11. Okay, so Tottenham v Man U. I think it's gonna be a tough one. I'm actually gonna say 1-1 to both teams.
Yeah, we're moving on to this week's predictions now.
Sorry about that. I say 1-1.
Nah, Man United have got to get the win here. 2-1. Manchester United.
There you go.
All right, then we're on to Goodison Park for Everton v Fulham.
Okay. So Fulham riding high off the win recently. I feel like they're gonna do well here. So I'm gonna say 2 to Fulham, 1 to Everton.
I think travelling up north's a bit difficult. Everton 2, Fulham 1.
Oh, the opposite way. All right.
Yep.
All right. So we're hitting
back to London. West Ham, Burnley.
Neither of these teams really speak out to me much. But I don't think.
But West Ham did have a big win last time out against Newcastle.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think it's gonna be goalless, but I think it's gonna be like 1-0. So 1-0 to West Ham.
Ooh. I'm gonna go 1-1.
All right.
Yeah. All right, then back up to Wearside for Sunderland versus Arsenal.
Arsenal are gonna win this one. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 2-0 to Arsenal.
I don't know, it's so clear cut. Sunderland have a strong defence, and at home in front of a crowd who are going to be up for it, I'm going to go for a shock and say Arsenal are going to concede, and it's going to be 1-1.
Oh, okay. All right. Chelsea v Wolves. Where's that taking place?
That's at Stamford Bridge.
Back in London.
In London.
Wolverhampton aren't doing very well.
No.
Okay, just making sure.
They sacked their manager actually this week. In other news you missed.
2-0. 2-0. Chelsea 2, them 0.
They don't have a new manager in place yet.
Hey, who's gonna be managing them? Me.
I'm going even bigger. Chelsea 3, Wolves 0.
Okay.
Then to the Midlands for Aston Villa v Bournemouth.
Well, why is it in the Midlands then? Neither of these teams are.
Because Aston Villa's in Birmingham.
My bad. Why did I think Aston Villa was in London? I'm just gonna say, because I don't know what's going on clearly, 1-1.
Bournemouth starting to slow down a little bit recently. I'm going to go Villa 2, Bournemouth 0.
All right.
Brentford, Newcastle.
Oh, I think it's going to be a tough one.
It will be.
I think it's going to be tough. I don't think it's going to be goalless. And I've said 1-1 quite a few times. Maybe 2-2.
I'm actually going 1-1.
I wish I did that.
Go with your gut.
Wish I went with my gut.
All right, to South London for Crystal Palace versus Brighton. And also, this is known as, strangely, a bit of a derby, even though they're not in close proximity to each other. Due to historical issues that, some of the stories vary, but yeah, this will be a tasty affair.
Yeah, I've got a soft spot for Crystal Palace, if I'm honest with you. Yeah. But I feel like Brighton have been surprising. and they kind of have it
They're
in
taking
there as
along
well.
Brighton.
Yeah,
A little bit under the radar. Danny Welbeck, he's flying at the moment, so
I'm going to say 3 to Crystal Palace and 2 to Brighton.
I'm going 2-0 Palace.
Okay.
And then back up to the Midlands for Nottingham Forest versus Leeds.
I don't know what's happening here. I'm just going to say 0-0 both teams. I really don't.
Yeah, neither team scoring many goals this season. I'm going to go 1-0 Forest.
Okay.
And finally,
The match we spotlighted.
To the Etihad, Man City versus Liverpool.
Ooh, okay. They're going to be goals. I'm going to do a similar score and say 3-2 to Liverpool. So Manchester City 3, Liverpool 2.
Okay. I don't think they'll be able to separate from each other, and I'm going to say 2-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And listen, put your predictions down, give us comments. What do you think? And we're going to be revealing all next week.
From Thailand, another amazing episode wrapped up.
Wrapped up.
Hope you learned. Hope you were entertained. Hope you have a little bit more knowledge about the beautiful game now.
Absolutely. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, interact. We are on Twitter, aka X. We are on Instagram, we are on TikTok, we are on YouTube, and email. So everything is me, him, and football, and the email is me, him, and football @gmail.com.
Hit us up.
And as they do in Thailand, thank you very much. I can't say thank you in Thai. Haven't learned that yet, but
see you next time.